welcome back to the channel. It's TheSketchMonkey here. Today is going to be one of these videos where I tackle one of these cars that's been requested a lot over a long period of time, and that is, in this video, the Mitsubishi Lancer EVO. So the question to me here was, what EVO should I then modernize? Should I start with the EVO 1, 2, 3, or should I go with the last one, EVO 10? And in my opinion, the EVO 10 is the weirdest one here. It's the one that's the odd one of the entire lineup of the cars. This is the one that I find least attractive, even though the previous ones are not really beautiful car, but they're cool cars. But the EVO 10 to me, the EVO X, just doesn't feel as special to me. The most special EVO of them all to me is the EVO 6 Tommi Mäkinen edition. I just love all the stickers and the red and white. It's such a cool looking car, and it's kind of sad that they don't make this anymore. So why not try to modernize this and see what this could look like if it was made today. So here we have the EVO 10 here in the sport package with the wing and everything, the rally wheels. So what are we going to do with this design? Well, first of all, I think the rear here is where the biggest problem for me is that this part, it looks too high. It looks like almost a building in the rear, because it's so flat right here all the way down, and you don't have, there's nothing going on. And on top of that, it's not as wide as you expect this car to be. It does have the flared fenders here. Well, you can see that if you look closer, you can see that these are a little bit flared here, and that means that the fenders here are wider than it is on the stock Lancer. But that doesn't really make any difference anyway. It still looks too tall and too narrow. So what I want to do first here is to add some width to this design. So what I'm going to do is just stretch it out just a tiny bit like this. And also on top of that, we're going to work on the graphics to visually bring this height down. On top of that, what I find interesting here in this Mitsubishi 10, Lancer EVO 10 here, is the rear lights. They're kind of very irregular. They're not just kind of, they are. If you go in closely here and look at the actual shape of this car, you have a curvature here, and then it goes up and around, and then up almost to past the body of the car up here in this point, and then down again, connecting with this corner right here. And this to me just, it feels like it doesn't suit the rest of the rear here, because everything else is very clean, very straightforward, a lot of horizontal lines all over this place, which is not a bad thing, but sometimes that can get too much, especially if you have a very narrow car and you add all these lines in the car. It's going to make it look like it sits too high. And on top of that, when you add a spoiler like this to add even more width, height to this car, that means that we need to work on this graphically, try to make the rear look a little wider and a little more sophisticated and modern, obviously. But since the rear lights are so weird here, I want to do something weird with the new ones. Something that just annoys me a little bit, that I don't really want to do, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because that's what the EVO 10 had, the rear lights. As they do annoy me. I want to like center them or make them more horizontal, specifically down here in this line right here. I want to make this horizontal so bad, but it's not, so I'm gonna make something that annoys me with the new rear lights as well. Other than that, let's have a look at the side here. It's a very traditional Mitsubishi Lancer, like in mid 2000s side styling of this car. Is looking at the door handles here, which are fine, they can work today. But what I want to work with is this line right here, and also this air outlet right here. I want to make that maybe a little bit bigger, and on top of that, I want to add, you see this line here in the bumper, I want to have that connect to a line that goes up like this. I want to have a line that goes like this. That means that I'm going to have to add a chamfer here, which will make it look a lot more modern. And also, something needs to happen down here. This is just a flat panel. I want to have a some sort of edge here too, because remember, this is Mitsubishi. Look at the Eclipse Cross, for example. It's just overstyled to the max. So we can have some fun with styling here and add some lines that has absolutely no meaning at all, just for the sake of styling, and add some line continuity in this, and we can argue and we can justify it by saying that it's aerodynamics for this specific EVO 11 if that were to happen in the future. So let's look at the diffuser back here. This looks way dated. This needs to be updated. I was gonna update that, maybe have quad exhaust, something like this. Looks a lot cooler. And also that's because the Subaru WRX STI also has quad, so if this is going to compete with that, it can't have anything less than that, obviously, at least the same. And the wheels needs to be updated too, and you can see that they sit kind of far in the body of the car, very typical for this era as well, so I'm gonna bring them out a bit further. And with that said, let's jump in and continue here in Photoshop and get to work with the redesign, and let's see how this is going to turn out. Well, here we are. This is my modernization of the Mitsubishi Lancer EVO X or 10 or whatever you want to call it. So I wanted to keep it very similar in proportions because to me, as I said, this is a special segment. You basically only have two cars. You basically have two cars that are rally inspired. That is the Lancer EVO and the Subaru Impreza, of course. Then you have the Audi S3s and those, but those are more luxury focused. It's not the same feeling and they don't have these massive wings on them. So I really want to see this be a reality and come back. Maybe not this design, but the Lancer EVO in general, and compete with the Subaru Impreza STI. So let's have a look at what happened here. The main work that I wanted to work on is the rear. So I wanted to bring that height, feeling of being too high, I want to bring that down, and I did that by extending the width of the car. So I extended this point right here, dragged it out just a little bit that way, and also extended the diffuser in the rear, so the diffuser takes up more real estate. If you look at the total area, surface area of the rear here, this is bigger and it looks beefier, and it doesn't look like it's adding to the height of the car. Actually, it feels like it's reducing the height, because now it feels like the car starts from this point up here. And also, of course, we need a tiny, sweet ducktail in the rear there, just because I love ducktails and I think it looks fantastic, even if you just have it tiny like this. But my favorite one, new one, when we're talking about new cars, is the Subaru BRZ, which I just talked about in a couple of videos back. That ducktail is just simply beautiful. Beautiful work by Subaru when it comes to that little ducktail in the BRZ. I told you in the beginning that I wanted to keep some weirdness in the rear lights. So I first designed them to be just straight lines like this, or straight rectangles. But that to me felt a little bit too small, and probably if we're gonna talk with, if some engineer were to come in here, they would definitely just cut this project and throw it in the trash, because the taillights are too small. So if an engineer came to me and said, hey, you know, those taillights are not going to work, we have some regulations that needs to be put in place, and you need to have a specific surface for the taillight for it to be accepted by the government. So what would I do then? If I want to keep some weirdness in the car from the previous generation, the X, added to this. So what I did was just increase the size of this part right here. What that does, it creates this, I really want it to be a straight line here, because this dip here is so tiny that you don't really know if it's intentional, or is it really supposed to be like that, or is it like a gap, or is it a quality issue? What's going on here? So that's what I would do here. It's still one of these annoying things that we have in the previous generation right here, with this weird curvature here that I don't know if it's supposed to be a curve, or is it supposed to be a straight line. Or did some engineer just become mad because they did something weird and they had to add this line in there? You never know. But anyway, that's what I added here to create some of that weirdness that we have in the X. And let's look at the side here. Some creases going on here. I wanted to create more line flow, as I said in the beginning as well. So we have this line down here that goes into this, creating a wider fender right there. And then, of course, the bumper line that I was talking about in the beginning. This line into the bumper right here. Look at how beautiful this flows. And then we have a nice chamfer here. So this looks like this. If you cut it in a, you know, what's it called? If you intersect this bumper, it goes like that. And then this, of course, goes back around and doing the same thing on the other side of the car, creating a nice flow of lines. Now this, if we were to make a front view, I need to figure out how to connect this to the front as well, because it has to wrap around the whole car. Otherwise, this, if it ends right here, that would be very annoying and it's not going to work for me. But we do have this line flow as well. We have a line right here going into right under the headlights right there, and also into this line that dips right here. So it created a bit of a indent, or a carved out section for where the rear lights sit on this car. I did that because that's going to balance out the ducktail that we put here. So let's have a cross section of this too. If we do a cross section, you can see that it goes like this, and then down, and then in a little bit, and then back out, and then down and into the bumper right there. So that will be the cross section of this piece in the rear here. And I think this little carved out portion of the rear, it balances out this convex integrated ducktail that we have right there in the rear. And then, of course, the wheels. I just think these wheels just fit this car so nicely. They look perfect. I like these graphite style color of the wheels as well. They're simple, and as I said before, the simpler the wheels to me, usually the better looking they are. It doesn't really matter what type of styling the rest of the car has. Wheels to me should always be simple, and I do like multi-spoke wheels, and these are just multi enough. I'm not sure exactly how many spokes are in there, maybe 10 or something like that. But it fits the car overall, and it fits definitely the rear diffuser as well. So, with that said, thank you so much for watching. I'm the TheSketchMonkey. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.